Okay, hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, traders. If you are under the sound of my voice, greetings to you. Apologies for that break in transmission. It's 100% due to internet issues. So I'm going to share my screen shortly. Of course, you'll be able to see what I want to share with you. So, where was I? And right where I was. So I'm going to be okay. Let me just start from here. I think I was there. Yeah. So let me just go ahead and share this screen right now. So apologies for that breaking transmission. I was about to share my account history with you to actually see, before we begin this morning, what I was able to do this month of June. So if I go June 2025, starting from the 1st today, I'm just going to put 1 here. Then I'll do OK. Then we can see what I was able to make this month of June. So I'm going to drag this up, since you can see my screen, and then scroll down only in the month of June. Only in the month of June. Only in the month of June. Hold on. I just want to see the result of the month of June. If I do OK, I don't know if this will do, then I'll go back and do from 1st of June, 01. Oh, sorry. So I'll just do 01, 06, 2025 to today. So this populated, and it shows that I was able to make about 300K. And of course, I was having about 400 and something thousand at the beginning of the month. Okay. So 300,000 is about, how many dollars is that? That's about $200. Not much, but of course, it's better than nothing. And of course, you see that most of my volume is a little bit, micro. But imagine that I was able to use 0.1. That would have been like 3 million. And imagine that I was able to use one standard lot, that would be like 30 million. Wow. Okay, but it means that my trades are 100 or almost 100% correct. Okay, because if you look at the statistics, you see that we can actually look at the statistics. Okay, I can just go ahead and do save as detailed report, and then I'll share the screen with you. So I'll just type 1 here, then I'll do OK, and then I'll share the screen with you. So I'm going to go ahead and share this particular screen with you. I think it's this one. Okay, so the screen I'm sharing with you is the detailed report of my account. And if you look at the count, okay, so I was able to win about 93% of my buy position, okay, and also about 81% of my sell position. I mean, that's not bad. So total trade is 41, and of course, total loss. If you look at it, out of about 41 trades, I was able to lose only 4. Okay, only 4 losses. I mean, that's not a bad result, which means that my analysis, even though I don't use big volume because I don't have big money. That's why I don't. Okay, so going forward, I'm going to be increasing my volume. Okay, which means that my analysis plus or minus. If you add plus or minus 41, if I have a total trade of 41 and I win about 37 and I lose about 4, what's my percentage win rate? Can we do that calculation? So that, I mean, I'm giving you all this because before I start, let me quickly go to calculator and do, I just want to calculate my win rate. Calculator. Right, so if I go here, I'm going to also share the screen of calculator with you. I don't want you to miss anything. So if I have a 41 trades and I win 37 and I lose 4, so 37 over 41 divided by 41. This gives me about 90% win rate, right? Okay, that's 0.9, which is 90%. Okay, so let's go back to our discussion now on our MetaTrader 4. Okay, and of course, I still have only one trade running, which means that I may not close it and I may choose to close it. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, so but 90% win rate means that my analysis is not 100% bad. All right, so on that note, I'll start. So it means that if you're joining us for the first time, you need to listen to what I'll tell you. If I tell you to do it, just do it. And of course, if I tell you not to do it, don't bother. Okay, so 90% win rate is not joke in this market. All right, so even if you look at what I have on the screen right now, you said that I'm looking at gold. Okay, so I don't have any trade on it, which means I'm not sure of what to do with it. But I remember that last week, I was looking at the D1 of this particular instrument, that daily chart. And I told all of you then that based on what I saw, okay, so on this about 3 candles, I pointed to 3 bars. Okay, this bar, all right, and which is the dark cloud cover. Remember I mentioned it, and this bar, which is a spinning bar, okay, and then this bar. Now, these 3 bars determine the direction of price of gold in the last 1 week, all right? So, and I told you then that when candle were still candles, when we still believe in candlestick analysis, this could have, of course, pushed the price further. And since then, the price of gold has been actually bearish to the extent it has accumulated or have traveled over close to 10,000 points, which is about 100 pips, all right? Okay, so 100 pips would have been like $10,000, all right? That would be like like I said, 3 million. So it means that if I had been trading one standard volume on my trade, I would have made something close to that. But then most of my trades were not on gold, right? So in fact, I can tell you that 90% of my trade are not on gold. I really trade gold. So if you look at what the analysis gave us, what I traded more were maybe currencies, all right, and indices, right? You can see that I have a lot of currencies and indices, maybe 1 or 2 golds, all right, which means that my trades were good. Okay, so let's look at what we can do today. Like I said, starting from gold. So I still believe that this gold price will drop because the direction is bearish. On the W1, we also have the same dark cloud cover, pointing down. And of course, on the monthly chart, we saw something close to a doji. Right. In fact, I was actually looking at a hammer at a point in time. I think I was looking at the hammer on Friday. Okay, so if this bar of this daily bar, let me go to the one that is red and green, and then zoom it so that you can see it. Now, if this guy is this bar, okay, if he eventually close lower than open, all right, any amount lower than open, it could spell a lot of things for gold. I don't know why this thing is not really zooming in. Let me see if I can. I would have loved to use bigger screen for you, but this is smelling like a doji, right? So I was hoping that this thing would close inverted hammer. Now, if it close inverted hammer, it means that this particular gold price may go down. The only fear is that there is I would have this bar is spinning bar, and that's the one I'm putting an arrow on. And the current bar is actually a little bit above or has traded above the bar of the previous bar. Okay, so these two on this monthly bar shows that this price of gold may still go up. But on the weekly chart, we are beginning to see something different. Okay, we are seeing what are we seeing now? We are seeing dark cloud cover, and of course, we are seeing kind of like a move down that is a little bit kind of like an impulse bar. So, what I would hope for us to be sure that this good price will drop, okay, is going to be that. I think the only condition is that this weekly candle, this week's candle, must close bearish, or must close like a small candle. If it close small, like not a big body candle. So if good price range this week, then next week, which is still going to be in the month of July, you should be expecting the price of gold to drop. But if it trades strong this week, okay, I'm giving you a head up. If it trades very strong, if this price continues to push up now and it close strong bullish, like a strong bar, okay, maybe close to or above this week's bar. If it close anywhere around this zone or into this green, I'm going to just paint this green side. Okay, let me adjust this a little bit. So if the current candle, which is this current bar now, if it close anywhere around this green zone, close anywhere close to this area, all right? If you can push up and enter this green zone, you can paint your own too. You can paint your own chart like this, either on your phone or laptop, or you can just put a line above maybe 3361, or let me just give you an idea of what you can do, all right? If you can close anywhere around 3364, if current candle can close anywhere around 3364 or 3365, that's $3,365. You can write that one and go and put it in your diary and go and sleep on it. Okay, so then you can say good price will resume and most likely continue to go forward. But if you close short, say it's closing around this zone on the weekly bar now, or maybe it's closing bearish, then you can continue to look for sell on gold. I mean, that's what I'll tell you. As of now, there's no trade on gold. I don't have any buyers as it is. Okay, so intraday trading could be bullish, it could be bearish, I'm not sure. Okay, but if you take into account the moving averages, for example, maybe from breakout. Okay, so if this good price now, really, if it tests this particular average and fail, that means if it comes to around 3302 and prints a bearish bar like an inverted hammer or a doji or a bearish engulfing, then you can go ahead and sell. Otherwise, you should be looking to trade in the direction of buy for today. That's what I'll tell you on gold. I don't have any analysis on it 100%. I'm not going to trade it today because there's no point. All right, I'm waiting for a signal on the weekly chart. That's what I just told you. I'm waiting for the weekly chart to determine or to tell me what to do next week on gold. So if I place a trade on gold, it will be maybe next week. All right, 100%. Okay, so let's go to the next item on this list, which will be which will be EURUSD. Now, EURUSD has been very funny. If you have a question, you can go ahead and ask me though. I don't have any issues with you asking me questions right now. Give me a second. Let me see if I can just give an adjustment to this. Okay. Okay. Right. So I was discussing EURUSD with you guys. So somebody is raising hand already. Steven Laskopulele. Wow. What kind of name is that? Steven, what's your name, Steven? Is it Laskopulele? Laskopulele. Okay, so I don't know why you are raising your hand. I'm still training. I don't know why, but let me listen to you. You want to say something, so you may just you may unmute yourself. I just unmute you. Unmute yourself and ask me questions. Steven Laskopulele.
All right, good morning, sir.
Morning, Steven. What is this your name? Call it. Let's hear your name.
Okay, no, it's my nickname.
What is this your name?
Steven Laskopulele.
Laskopulele.
Pulele, yeah, Pulele. When I was playing football, so that's my nickname. What they call me.
And you stop playing football. Why did you stop playing football?
No connection now.
Okay. Go ahead and ask me a question.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, formerly, my system was disabled before. I was wondering what was going on. That is why I resolved. Secondly, sir, please, I'm actually on US oil. I appreciate if you can help me from that one too. Thanks, madam.
That's US, that's WTI, oil WTI, right?
Yes. I'm buying it. So let me
we'll look at it as
thank you, sir.
No problem. It's all right.
All right, sir.
Yeah. So I'm going to continue from where what I was discussing. So for Euro USD, funny enough, I'm looking at a very dicey situation for Euro USD. It's been up and up and up. Now, nothing lasts forever, really. Okay, so I'm looking at the maximum point for Euro USD to fall will be around this zone. That's the maximum it will go. Okay, so if you're on a buy, if let's say you're on a buy, you can keep on buying, okay, when the opportunity arises. But if you're on a sell, the situation is dicey for you. Okay, if that, especially if you don't use stop loss. But of course, the thing can also reverse around here too. Those are possibilities, right? So, but for mid to short-term reversal, even where it is now is good enough to reverse. Even where the Euro USD price is now, right now, is good enough to reverse. Because we are on a support, this place used to be a support zone. Okay, it could actually turn to resistance. All right, let me adjust this. Permit me to give adjustment to this one. I'm going to just line this tiny, make it very tiny. Okay. I'm going to adjust this one also like this. So where Euro USD is right now is also a resistance, okay, because it used to be a support point, okay, which means that Euro USD could reverse today. All right, so I'm going to be looking to sell Euro USD. I'm no longer looking to buy it. So if you are buying, you are good, but if you are selling, if you're on a sell, okay, you may just hold on if your trade is not yet in profit. So I'm going to be looking to sell. Now, one of the things I'll be looking out for, since we know we've been buying it, it's been good, okay, but nothing lasts forever. So going forward, I'll be looking to sell. Now, the time frame I'll go to, which will be my go-to time frame, will be first of all, I'm beginning to see kind of like a drain on D1. When I say drain, okay, so let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to put an arrow somewhere here on this bar. This daily bar, okay, and I'll also put an arrow on this bar also. So if you look at those two bars, you see that, yeah, they were bullish, but a lot of sell pressures came in that were able to push the price at least to 50% of the bar of the range. Okay, so for the first one, let me see if I can remove this arrow. So for this one that there's an arrow on right now, you see that the price was actually bullish at a point, but the sellers were able to push the price down and push it to around 50% of the range, which means that you have an equal hand there, even though the buyer still win, because of course we're not trend. But if you look at the second one, okay, the sellers were able to reject the price strongly, that it's even close below 50% of the range. Okay, so that last night, Sunday, was a very short period, I think about an hour, play. Okay, so not kind of significant bar. So let's look at what today's candle will do. Okay, if it pushes and close bearish, it means that we are beginning to see sellers, coming into the market forcefully. All right, so what you can do, since I'm looking for sell, which means that you should also, because my bias on this Euro USD now is 100% looking for sell. So I'm looking for that opportunity. Now, the time frame to go will be 15 minutes. That's where I will go to be looking for my sell opportunity. So I'm going to go to M15 right now. But before I go, let me clear this chart to be sure I have any ambiguity there. So looking at M15 time frame, I'll be looking at this moving average. I'll be looking at a breakout on it. Okay, right now it's still breaking out to the bullish side, which is okay. But like I said, I will not place a buy. So I'll be looking for an opportunity to sell. And of course, such will come when it comes. All right. So if you know how to use this moving average, it could play out very good for you. But if you don't know how to use it, you could use a simpler one, which could be back crossing on this 50 minutes. So what you can do is to wait for a candle that will close and then go off a previous bar. But we still touch this average. I'll give you an example. I'm going to go back a little bit to the back, a little bit to the back, a little bit to the back. Something like this. Let me look for the one that will support a sell. Looking for the one that will support a sell. I've not seen it. I've not seen it. Okay, so let's look at this one. So you have this particular bar, okay, that I put grain on top of. Okay, and of course, you also have the lower part of it. You have the upper part and the lower part. Give me a second. Wow. What's going on here? Okay, so if you look at that bar, all right, so I'm going to put an arrow directly on that bar. This bar. Okay, so you see that the bar, if I name it 1, if I name it, I'm going to name it something. I'm still on EURUSD. My people, just pay attention and follow me quietly and cautiously. So I'm going to just put 1 here and do OK. So if I put 1 on this arrow, then I can put 2 on this one. Pay attention. 2. Now, look at 1 and 2. You see that 1 engulfs 2, right? Obviously. What I mean by engulfing is 1 is higher than 2. 1 is also lower than 2. But 1 is also crossing the average, is that not? So it means that part of 1 is above the average, part of 1 is below the average. That's that's what I mean by cross. Now, in the future, which is like today, if you want to sell EURUSD, look for exactly this kind of setup, whereby you will see a bar. I don't know if I can use green to illustrate. And of course, the bar will engulf the previous bar. Let me see if I can duplicate this or make it shorter. Right? Okay, so something like this. So I can also name these ones. I can also name it 1 and 2. Although we don't have it yet, all right? We don't have price doing that. We still have price trading above the average. So even if I list this one as 1 now, you understand it, because I can also list this one as 2. So in this future now that we're looking at going forward, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know when, but it will happen, whereby 1 will engulf 2. Okay, so if you have that kind of situation on this chart going forward, then you can sell when the price is below 1. So it means that you can sell anytime price now trade and is trading below 1. So if you're now beginning to see this price, okay, like it's moving now, this is where the price is now. So if the price eventually move down, maybe play around and play around and play around and play to up to this level after this formation, then you can go ahead and click on sell on EURUSD. Otherwise, you can stay off as of now, okay, on EURUSD. Hope that solution is very clear, but you can do this on 15 minutes because that's where the price will give signal first. Before price will give signal on D1, it will give it on M15. Okay, before price will give signal on M15 to give it on M1, right? Something like that. Okay, so let's go to EURGBP. Now I'm still on a trade on EURGBP. Okay, I don't know what to do with it, but I want to believe that EURGBP price will also fall. So right now we have kind of like a double top, obviously. Okay, so put support a sell. And of course, we could actually look at the neck region of this chart. This is like here, and this is like that. So this Fibonacci that I've already placed on this chart has been there for more than a week. So I'm actually looking to sell EURGBP. Now, if EURGBP break below this 23.6, which could be around 168.534, I can sell. Okay, so especially when I see a strong bearish candle around it. Okay, so you can write that price down on EURGBP. If the price fall to around 168.534, please go ahead and sell EURGBP. It could actually be a very good opportunity for you. Okay, you can sell it, right? What else can I tell you on EURGBPY? Nothing. All right. Give me a second. Okay, so let's continue. So that's for EURGBPY. For USDJPY, we've been since we're expecting dollar index to be strong, okay, maybe today or this week, thereabouts. I'm going to go ahead and click on dollar index. Okay, so it's been bearish, but I expect it to go bullish. Okay, so the price is doing lower low. Okay, price is doing lower low. Let me do this. And the indicator is doing double support. Okay, you can see that this indicator, as of that period, is actually doing double support. Okay, now the price at this point is still doing lower low. At this exact point, it's still doing lower low, but the indicator is doing higher low. So I'm expecting this particular USD index to go strong. So which means that I'm expecting dollar to be strong. Okay. Okay. Permit me. Okay, so I'm expecting, like I was saying, I'm expecting dollar index to go strong. So which means that if you are interested in trading dollar index, you can be looking to buy it. Finally, let me just go ahead and use a particular template here. This one, no, not this one. I think I can just use this one. Okay, to look at the template clearly. Based on what I'm seeing now, this dollar index is still strongly bearish. So, but we are beginning to see candles that support a buy in it. And of course, I'm looking at 4 hours. So I think I'll be looking to buy dollar index. In fact, I can even buy it right now. Okay, I can just buy dollar index right now. Okay, so even though I really trade dollar index, but I think I'll trade it this morning because I'm expecting to make some money on it. So that's the first one. That's the first instrument that gives me a signal that I should buy. Now, if you're going to use stop loss on this one, you could just use stop loss at around 96, thereabout, maybe around this zone. So you could just, paint your chart like so and use stop loss around that area. So that's the first one I'm entering for today. Okay, so, and of course, for which other one am I going to look at? If you want me to look at something, you could just drop it. I will look at it. If you want me to look at anything, USD card, now it's time for you to drop it. Okay, I'll look at it because I've looked at what I actually listed already. But I'm open to look at more if you send it to me. Okay, I'll look at it. Everybody. So anything you drop, I'll look at. Let me look at the comment section already. Wisdom is saying analyze EURGBP, USD card, and of course Euro AUD. Okay, so I have USD card already. I think so. If I don't have it, I'll open it. Euro AUD. Let me go ahead and open that one for you. Wisdom. Euro AUD. Let's check here. Yes, Euro AUD. Which other one did you mention? USD card. Let's go ahead and check for USD card. Of course, you also mentioned Euro pound. So let's go ahead and open up Euro pound. All right, so let's look at Adeyemi. What did he have for us? Adeyemi said I should look at wheat and US 2000. So let's go ahead and open to those two, wheat and US 2000. I think wheat is around here. Wheat, okay, and then US 2000. All right, that should be under Euro or standard one. US 2000. Any other person want to look at something different apart from Wisdom and Adeyemi? Any other person you want me to look at something different? You can just mention now. Just say it. Francis, there's no need to raise up your hand. Just type to me or write what you want me to look at. Okay, of course I'll look at it. You can just drop it in the comment section. I'll look at it. Now, let's start with US 100. This particular index in the past few days has been one direction, okay? One direction in the sense that if you look at the 4 hours chart, it's been a single direction. So I want to say that I don't have any idea of what it will do going forward. Okay, it could reverse, it may not, but as of now, there's no signal for me to trade it because it's on the all-time high right now. Look at the D1, it has never been here before, all right? And of course, the reason why it is here now is because it's not far-fetched. It's because of what Trump said, okay, concerning Iran or whatever they call themselves. Okay, so right now, because it's on the new territory, I may just be cautious. All right, I'm very cautious of what I do as of US 100. So I don't have any trade direction on it, except it reverses a little bit. Maybe if it reverses to a support, okay, on its own, not me forcing it. If it reverses to this level, this previous high, I could look at, trading it. Otherwise, I'm going to stay off for now. Okay, I'm going to stay off for now. So let's look at GBPUSD. For GBPUSD, I have wow, this one could actually be of help for us instead of the EURUSD counterpart. This GBPUSD could actually suggest for us to do something. So I will be looking to trade GBPUSD when the price falls below this level. When the price falls below today, and it will most likely happen today. When the price of GBPUSD fall below 1.3691, I will be looking to sell. So go ahead and check your chart, okay? And if you see GBPUSD fall below 1.3691, you can go ahead and sell. Now, the current bar on GBPUSD is bearish, but it's not enough information for me to sell, okay? That's on the 1 hour chart. It's not enough for me to sell, even though it is giving me all these signals, but I still have one more hurdle to cross. I need to cross below, or rather, I need for the price to cross below 1.3691. Then I can go ahead and sell GBPUSD. I think the analysis is pretty super. Okay, let's look at AUDUSD. I'm going to go to this one and check. Let me check with this one first. This one, no signal. Let me check with this one. Well, it's behaving similarly to GBPUSD. So let's also wait for the price to cross below this level. So when the price crosses below 0.6517, I can also sell AUDUSD thereabouts. Otherwise, I will just stay off, okay? Because I'm staying off, I may be staying off because the price has been upside, okay? So range seriously to that upside. So it's what it is, okay? So let's wait for what the price will do as of that. As far as that one is concerned, we could just, be lucky enough because the price will play into our hand, and of course we can sell and make some money. For EURUSD, for Euro AUD, as requested by Wisdom, I really don't know. Let me use this one to check Euro AUD. The price is currently around resistance, which means that we could actually sell. Okay, and of course, looking at this particular one on D1, I like looking at D1 on this one. The price is actually telling us that the trend is bullish. Okay, so this one may not be a sell. Euro AUD may not be a sell. It may not. Even though the price is on the resistance right now, it may not be a sell. Let's look at the 4 hours. It may not be. So I'm going to stay off Euro AUD. I don't have any bias on this one. I cannot tell you to, to look forward to buy or sell. I think I'll just stay off. Okay, so for USD CAD, on the other hand, this is one of my favorite instruments too. Okay, I really lose trade on USD CAD. I really do that. Okay, so I think I will be looking to buy USD CAD going forward. D1. Let's check what's going on with D1. Okay. Yeah, I'll be looking to buy USD CAD. Let me look at the 4 hours. Wow, this 4 hours is very stubborn. It's giving us contradictory message. Look at H1. Looking to buy. Okay, so I think all this in favor buyers, not sellers. Okay, so because if you buy, you have lesser risk, but if you sell, you have a higher risk on this 1 hour chart. If I buy now, my stop loss will be around here, right? But if I sell, my stop loss will be around there. Okay, and then of course, look at where the price is right now. So that's where the price is right now. So if I buy, my stop loss will be below, around that green zone. If I sell, my stop loss will be around that green zone up there. So it means that the sellers will have a higher risk than the buyers. So let's go with the buyers because of what the price suggests, not my own thinking, what the price is saying. I'm not doing anything out of my own volition. I'm trading based on what the price is giving me, what the signal is giving me on the chart. So I'm going to go with buyers. Matter of fact, I can just click on buy, right? I could just do that, right? So then I'll put my stop loss. Don't forget, if you want to use stop loss, use it below the recent low. Okay, so because you never can tell what the price will do. It could do anything. So, but of course, your take profit could be anywhere, right? Profit could be anywhere. So I'll be going with the buyers on USD card, right? Now for euro pound, euro GBP. Now, because GBPUSD is inverted, that means GBPUSD may go down. It means that euro pound may actually go up. But the price of euro pound already give us, we missed it. It already gave us a signal and we missed it. All right. So I just might be conscious of this, and except you want to be in a hurry, I don't want to be in a hurry to trade this one. Okay, so, and of course, the signal of this power is also very strong. Well, weekly charts, price may still go up really on this euro pound. But I think I will not rush into a buy, even though the price is very strong against pound on this euro chart, on this euro pound chart. I may be very careful trading it. So instead of me to rush into instant execution, I would rather wait for the price to return to 0.8545 level before I'll place a buy. So buy limit will be ideal around that zone, right? Buy limit will be ideal around this zone. Okay, that's what I would do. Instead of doing instant execution, buy limit will be fine. If it doesn't trigger, it's not a problem. If it triggers all the way, okay. So for wheat, wow, wheat. I think overnight, I don't know. I think I was just listening to news last night, through this morning, that Ukraine and Russia, were at it again, and of course, one of the fighter pilots with Ukraine was killed by a kind of like some missiles sent by Russia. Now, because of that, maybe the news was just filtering in. I expect wheat price to appreciate, really. Okay. So, but the wheat price is not open yet. It's not open yet. Okay. As of today, it is still, the price is still in a comma right now. Let me check. This is the current bar. And this current bar is reading what date? It's reading 30th of June. Okay, so that means the price is open. All right, so since the price is open, let's go to some indicators to check what the price is doing. It is back to a support region. But really, let's look at it. So I think if you want to trade wheat, don't go with sell, go with buy. Okay. Maybe when the price returns to this 537.14 region. So I think you should just wait. Wisdom. If you are trading wheat, you should just wait until the price returns to 537.14. It is still 538 right now, which means that you still expect the price to drop. If it drops to that region, you can place a buy. I mean, the price will definitely be at the support. As of now, it is near support, so you don't need to rush. You need to wait until the price gets to where it needs to get to before you place a trade. Now, somebody is asking me to BGV or whatever. Okay, so I should look at D40, and Nnamdi Mbata is saying GBP card. I'll open to GBP card quickly so that I will not forget that. GBP card. GBP card. Where is it now? I really can't find it. GBP card. GBP card. Okay, I've seen it. And then Oyesina is saying I should look at US 100. I've already looked at US 100. I said it's on all-time high. Because of that, I'm not entering. I think what else you want me to say? So for this GBP card, we have a double top, kind of obviously on the chart. So if you ask me, I would think I'll just go with a sell on this one without any questions. I'll begin with a sell. So I'm going to just go to breakout and check whether I can go ahead and sell. Let's look at M15. Anything, yeah. So I think this one, the sell is ideal. And of course, you may also wait until the sell or the price returns to that level. But of course, if you're in a haste, you can just go ahead and click on sell. Sell is okay for the price direction is bearish on GBP card. Okay, price direction is bearish. Okay, I think the price wants to retrace a little bit or retrace a little bit. So you might want to go with sell on GBP card. That's what the price is saying. That's what the price is saying. That's what not me now. That's what the direction of price is reading on the chart, as if the price wants to drop. So you might want to go with the sell on GBP card. And if you are selling or if you're on a sell, you might want to use stop loss at around this near high or nearest high. That's up above 1.88295. Your take profit could be anything you want. I don't have any judgment to that. Okay, for US 2000, somebody suggested it. Looking at US 2000 also on the D1. On the D1. Okay, so this one is not an all-time high, but there's something, fishy. Okay, there's something fishy here, obviously. So I'm going to put an arrow on the chart, on the candle rather, on the candle, this one. Now, if today's bar trade above the one I put an arrow on, even though it is bearish, okay, if today's bar trade above this bar that I'm putting an arrow on, then you should be looking to buy US 2000. But if today's candle does not trade above it, of course, it could be a mixed and of course it could be a reversal. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not going to trade it because I'm not interested in trading it. But if you want to trade it, you can go ahead and check with this candle. So I don't think you should be on a rush to trade this one. But if, like I said, if you can put your chart on D1 and wait for this candle to close or trade above the high of the previous bar. If it does, you can go ahead and trade in the direction of buy, really, not on the sell. Okay, because that's a spinning bar. And remember that a bar before it is a kind of like a marubuzu, telling you that there's a trap, okay, between these two guys. I'm going to just put an arrow on these two guys. So there's these two gray candles that trap a bear candle. Okay, after that one, there's a spinning bar. And of course, if the current bar trade above the previous bar, it's a buy. You see, that's what the candlestick says, not me. Okay, it's definitely going to be a buy, right? If it does that. But since I really trade US 2000, I'm not going to tell you to either buy or sell. I'm just telling you, if the candle eventually reads so, you can go ahead and trade a buy. Now, I've placed a trade on 3 instruments today: USD index, USD card, and GBP card. Okay, so I'm buying USD card, I'm selling GBP card, and of course, I'm buying USD index. Those are the 3 instruments I've traded so far. Of course, I've analyzed almost everything so far. Okay, so let me go back to the comment section and see if anything or anybody is asking me to do something different. You want me to do something, now it's time for you to look at or to drop it. Okay, so, and of course, even though I didn't greet anybody here today, I just started class just like that. Just know that I recognize all of you. Okay, I recognize your presence, all of you. Okay, all of you, no exception. I recognize all your presence. I don't want to mention them again. There's no need. Now let me look at the comment section. BGV is saying that you have spoken on D40. Yes, I've spoken on D40, haven't I? Maybe I'll check. Don't worry, I'll check. Somebody is saying USDJPY. I've already talked about USDJPY. I've already talked about that one. But for D40, somebody that I've not traded, I've not talked about it. Now, imagine that you put your chart on phone. You are trading on phone. Imagine that you are trading on your phone. Okay. And of course, you are trading D40. If the current candle close green on D40, then you can go ahead and buy. Hello, hope you are hearing me. This is 15 minutes bar. If you close bullish, I think we still have about maybe 13, 12 minutes to go. Okay, what I'm saying is that on this D40, put your chart on M15. Put your chart on 15 minutes chart on your phone. Once you have done that, wait for this candle to close on 15 minutes bar. If it close bullish, buy. If it close bearish, don't buy and don't sell. Stay away. That's what I'll tell you. That's the way I read candles. I read most of the times when I want to trade, I read what the candle says. Since I understand the language of candles, okay, to some extent, I'm not saying to 100% extent, to the little extent I know, candlesticks speak to me because I understand. So based on what the candlestick is saying on this 15 minutes chart of D40, if it close bullish on this 15 minutes chart, buy. If it close bearish, don't buy and don't sell. Stay off. Okay. I'm just 100% one direction on that one. Okay. No bias, no apologies. Okay. That's the way I trade it. If it doesn't, I stay off. Okay. And of course, for which other one now? I don't know. Maybe I can just go over again and check. Maybe USDCHF. I've not talked about it for a while. And AUD-USD. Okay, I talked about that one. What about New Zealand USD? I haven't talked about New Zealand USD for a while. I'm going to start with New Zealand USD. And I'll go straight to this particular item. This one is telling me to do nothing until the candle close where it's supposed to close. Okay, so I will stay off New Zealand USD. Wait, let me check daily bar. What is the daily bar saying? That the price will still go up, right? What about 4 hours? That the price will still go up also. Okay, so I think I will instead of clicking on sell on New Zealand USD, why don't I do buy limit at around this zone? Okay, I think that would be ideal. Buy limit would be ideal on this one. Okay, let me look at the comment section. Somebody dropped something. Oh, Yeshina says good. That I've already talked about. I'm not talking about gold again. I've already talked about it. I'm not talking about it since. Okay. Okay, so USDCHF. Wow. USDCHF has been so bearish over time. Let's look at it. So bearish. Okay, so now that it has been so bearish, let's look at facts around the bear or the support region. Let's start with this one, or the support, right? So the price is at the support, and the rule of trading is that you buy at the support. Now let's look out for more information as to whether we should place a trade or not. I'm going to use this indicator to check. In fact, I will use two. I'll first of all use this one to check on D1 what the price is saying that I should buy, obviously. In fact, I have an alert telling me that I should buy USD CHF. Now, I'm going to, because of that, I'll go to Bollinger Band to check finally what is this one telling me. Also that I should buy. So because I've seen like two indicators that suggest that I should buy on D1 for USDCHF, I will click on new order, and of course, I'll buy. So my bias for USD card is buy for today. Okay. My bias is buy for USD card, not a sell. All right. So, and of course, GBP card, I think I've already mentioned that one. And New Zealand USD, I've already talked about it. Wheat, I've already talked about it. That we are waiting for the price to actually descend to around or below 537.14 before we decide on, what to buy on that one. Any other thing that I've not talked about? I don't think so. So on that note, we still have 7 minutes to close the class. But of course, I'll be waiting for somebody to speak to me based on what we have discussed today. I think some people also have some things. Philip Mundua, AUDJPY. Wow. Okay, so Philip, let's go ahead and fulfill your wish. Philip want me to look at AUDJPY. So let's look at or look for AUDJPY first. Where is it now? Check here. AUDJPY. I actually like trading AUDJPY, really. It's one of my favorite instruments on the chart because anytime he asks me to trade and I trade, I really lose trade on it. But Philip, based on what I'm seeing on this chart has been ranging. And you know, a range market could be very dangerous to trade, right? You know that. Thank God that you know. Okay, so the price has been ranging. And of course, when price is ranging, it could go either way. It could go up, of course, it could go down. But based on what we have here on this range, let's wait for the price to break out of this range, Philip. If it does break out, then we can trade. As of this moment, there's no breakout yet. Okay, in fact, for the past 2 weeks, there's no breakout on this EURGBP. So, Philip, can we just wait a little bit? Okay, can we wait for maybe this week? Let's wait for this week to clear, right? Then we can decide if you want to trade on this one or not. Okay, as of now, 100% honest with you, there's no signal because the price is ranging. Anything range, I really don't do anything on it because if I tell you to buy now and you buy, the price can just go down. Okay, go up, go down. So it won't really make sense. All right, let's stay off. Okay, so far so good. I've been able to take about 4 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4 today, and 2 of them are in profit. I'm on profit on USD card, which means my prediction is correct on that one. I'm on profit on USDCHF, which means that my prediction is also 100% correct on that one. GBP card is not just a profit, but of course I have a stop loss to guide me there. And of course, USD index will eventually become profit because I'm believing that US dollar will gain a little bit of strength today. Hopefully today. So on that note, I'm going to submit to a question only, just one question from one person. So if you would like to ask me a question, you raise up your hand, and then your name will come up as somebody that raises up his hand, and then I'll pick you at random, and then I'll ask you a question. Okay, so I'll not pick Stephen Koko Kwesi. What's your name again? Because you already talked to me already. Kokpulele. Okay. I'm looking for somebody that have not talked to me before. This BGV, I've never heard about BGV before. So maybe we should just ask BGV to speak to us. BGV, what's up? Go ahead and unmute yourself. What do you have for me?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Shegun.
BGV, which location are you calling me from?
From Ilorin.
Wow. I want Afonjare. How is Afonjare?
Lefa.
Lefa. It's okay. Go ahead and talk to me. Fa.
Yeah, thank you. You were explaining moving average earlier, where you were using, is it hiking hashi, or what do you call that chart, instead of candlestick? So when you were drawing 1, 2.
Which chart were you looking at? Which chart was that?
There is one, is it hiking hashi, or what do you call that?
I'm asking you now. I look at a lot of things. Which of the instruments was I looking at when you noticed that?
I can't remember, but you named it 1, 2. You named it on a text 1, 2. That if the first candle is 2, the second one is 1, and you said when that moving average, when it breaks above that it's going to be a buy. When it breaks below it, it's going to be a sell.
Are you serious? I think it's EURUSD, is that not?
Yes, this one. Yes, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to ask, this moving average, which is it 21 or 50? Is it exponential?
It's actually 50. It's 50 and it's 50 and simple. 50 simple. 50 simple.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. So, and again, I think I have many hands raised up, many. So at random again, I'll pick, let me pick somebody else. Let me pick at random. Let me just check. How many hands raised up? Don't know, I don't even know. Okay, so let's say from Pedro or Sai. Pedro, what's up? Or Sai.
You can hear me, sir?
I can hear you, Osai.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Which state are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Wow, the Federal Capital Territory.
Thank you very much, sir.
How is Tinubu there? How is Tinubu?
In fact, Tinubu is very, very fine. It's getting stronger every day.
Hallelujah. Well, yeah, speak to us. What's up?
Okay, Mr. Olusegun, is it not?
Yes, that's my name.
Okay, so sir, please, I want to tell you that I really enjoy the way you normally take your class.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And seriously, you make it so simple.
Yeah,
Some of
trading
these
is supposed to be simple and
complex
fun.
things. So basically, I want to maybe interrogate further with you. So I will want to get your number. That's what I will call it.
Okay, my number is 090.
Wait, sir. 090
20.
09. Sorry, sir.
I'm listening. Don't worry. I'm here for you.
Okay. 090.
20.
Yes, sir.
39.
39
87.
87
39.
39. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, so the SIM card is having issues. I'm announcing it. So it's off and on. And of course, but the WhatsApp is 100% on. So if you send me WhatsApp now, I will receive it now. If you drop it now, I will receive it now. Because I have a lot of people that have sent me WhatsApp this morning that I will look at once I finish this class. So go ahead and talk to me anytime, any day. WhatsApp is good.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And of course, that would be a very good place for us to drop it this morning. It's already 9 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate all of you. Of course, I'm wishing you a very, very good day ahead, everybody. Keep trading and of course, keep winning. Now, that will be all, right? Thank you very much, everybody. And of course, bye-bye.
Oh, wow. I begin go now. I didn't make me a delay. I won't make a brand this Warempa, the file will go office because then they come there early. Okay, 09020 39 8739. Take this shoe now. We're blasting the thing old for this cloth. Eh? What now come with? Now my count sound I don't spoil. Don't cut. Fitness, you put you know